sends us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mayfield now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Raiders at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. That they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And for Mayfield, this could be a free play. Throw right side taken in by Odunze. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Baker changing the play at the line. Throwing, Mayfield. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Khalil Shakir, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Murray. And that'll be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Finding Shakir across the formation. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Bijan Robinson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
You look at this Raiders defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
He'll try to do it himself. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even buying that one. I'm reaching on
You're
that.
searching.
Actually reaching. But I do know this. On the other side of the field, that coaching staff is screaming at their defense. If you don't handle this one right here, this is a great opportunity for us. Take it away, guys. And they did.
And now excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and it had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Hey, alert 33, 20. Pistol. What's up?
Mayfield to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Rome Odunze laying himself out in the end zone. And the Raiders take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Raiders 41, Browns nothing. Harrison Davis.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Browns drive about to get started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a first and 10.
Boys. 2-2. Hot. Big Ace open. 2-2.
On play action, it's Murray. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, it's Murray. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And it's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. No problem there on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Derek Stingley puts it. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
101 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kings, 20.
Now Mayfield. He'll look middle here and give it to Odunze. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Browns' 11-yard line.
180. Real.
From the gun, Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Khalil Shakir with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today. But they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now Murray. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 34 yards. First down.
Shotgun now from Murray. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw.
First down, Browns.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big ass open.
Here's Murray. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Hey. Bus. Omaha. Hey, Ace. 2-2.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 15-yard touchdown Brown. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
watching memories that's happening now, like overseas. You feel alive, like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout is going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. They find some open field here. And he will score.
He's on that super duper tough. That's like so tough. That's like so tough for me, bro. Oh my God.
As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That's
This
super
is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
42. Browns 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
To kick off.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The defender all over him that time. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Omaha, 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 Omaha.
Murray now to throw. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission. But now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. That's out wide here for Robinson. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
180. What's up?
Here's Mayfield. Touchdown! Rome Odunze with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Browns 14. Harrison Beavis to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Browns
right back to him on first down. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now he's loose again. Inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kyler Murray, 74 yards. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Browns 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
It's a gain of 8.
Now, that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now, if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 167 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First and 10 at the 43.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
Down the right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Bijan Robinson, 51 yards. And the Raiders have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Harrison Bevis to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them in the turnovers, they've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Murray now going to do it himself. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Bijan Robinson, 43 yards. And the Raiders have taken a 6-touchdown lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Bevis to kick off.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Murray now going to do it himself. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Things started a little slow for him as a runner, but he has really found a different gear here in this second half. He's been more aggressive, challenging the defense when he sees an opportunity, and now he has a 100-yard game to show for it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Murray off play action. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Play fake. Murray. And the Raiders have got him. All right, they're going to try to keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. And this is caught that they first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 230 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up
2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that will be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Fourth down, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 5, here's second and 2.
180. Done.
Robinson on a give right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. A carry here for Trevor Etienne. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt to come here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Raiders 70, Browns 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's a 2nd and 8. The middle they go. Crowder. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Raiders, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.